You're welcome to my channel, Mindset Academy, where we want to reproduce the figure that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen in orthographic projection. Now, I have redrew the figure on my drawing sheet to give us a better analysis of what I'm going to explain to you now. Now, this given figure, it has three different planes. It has looking it from this side, the side elevation, looking it from this side, the front elevation, and looking from this side, the plan, which is also called the top view, right? Now we're told to draw this in orthographic projection. Now what I did here is to give you a better insight of what you're going to see when you're looking at this figure at different direction. So if you are told to draw in orthographic projection, the first thing you're going to do is for you to draw your x and what? Y-axis, right? So I'm going to draw my x and y-axis at this point here. Is that taken? So I'll also draw the vertical axis here, this way. That represents my y-axis, and this that is going to represent my x-axis this way. Is that taken? So now I'll take my compass and measure 10 millimeter, even more if I want to, but let me just use 10. From 0 to 10 here. I'll place it here. I'll mark 10, 10, 10, and 10 in all directions. And I'll use my instrument, and I'm going to draw this way. Right? I'll draw this way. And I'll draw this way. Across this point. And I'll draw this way. And this way too. Right? So what I actually need, the point I need is this will be my reference point. All these points will be my reference point. Right? So I don't really need all the rest one here. So let's start our measurement. Now we want to draw in third angle projection. Like I told you in the previous video, if this is my front elevation according to the question, right? If I should draw my front elevation here and I draw my plan here, it means I am drawing in what? In first angle projection. But if I inverse it, if I reverse the case and I draw my plan here and I draw my front elevation here, it means what? I'm drawing in third angle projection. So in this video, I'll be drawing in third angle projection. So I'll start by drawing my what? My front elevation. I'll draw it here, right? So let's see. Now, if you look at this direction here, what will you see? That is the question. Now, when I look at this side, I'm going to see this thickness from here to here, which is this thickness from here to here. Now, there's a space in between, but the line you're seeing here is stretched out to the ending, right? It is what? It is stretched out to the ending, which the plan is telling us that the line, these 2 points here, which is these 2 points here, is hidden and is stretched out from here to the ending. Is that okay now? So that is why I now drew this line from here straight down to the ending here. Now this hidden line you're seeing here is telling me that there's a true end. So the end of it is this, and the end of this is this, thing that what? There's a hole through this solid that we have here. Now these two hidden line here you're seeing here is telling me if I'm looking at it from here, there's a circle in between, but because I cannot see it when I'm looking at it from here, I use hidden line to show that there's what? There's a circle there, right? So this is what we have here. So I'm going to replicate this and I'll place it here. Now if you look at it now, the first thing you draw, we're told that the entire length from the beginning of this point to this point here is given to be what? 100. So I'm going to measure my 100 from here. So this is from 0 to 1. This is 100 here. From 0 to 10 is 100. This is it that we have here. You can see that? And I'm going to draw it straight down this way. I'll draw it straight down this way. Now, the height that we have from the beginning of here to this point here is given to be, from here to here is 20. 20 plus 30 is what? Is 50. Then the radius of this arc here is 16. So 50 plus 16 is what? That gives us 66, right? So I'm going to measure 66 from this point here, from 0 to what? To 66. This is 66 here. Then I'm going to close it up this way. You can see that. So I brought out the box out. So the thickness that I'm measuring now is that from this point to this point, which is from the end to this point here, given to what? 20. So I'm going to measure 20 from that baseline here, from 0 to 20. And I'm going to close it up. I'm going to close it up from here to here. Right? And the entire base here is also thickened. So thicken here also, from here to here. Right? And the entire height from here also is thickened. So I'm going to thicken from here to here. Right? And similarly, here to here is also what is thickened. So the next thing we are doing here is that we are told that from the top, from this 20 here, if you see the same line here, which is the top here, to the next point here is going to be 12. So I'm going to measure 12 from this point, from 0. I measure 12. This is 12 here. And I'm going to rule a straight line to that point there. You can see that? Now the next thing I'm going to do is the thickness from here to here is given to be what? 20, right? So I'm going to measure 20 at this point here, from 0 to 20. And I'm going to take this downward, straight down, right? So when I get here, I'll just leave a space here. I have my reason. Why? Because I have a radius of what? 6. There's a fillet here. So what I'll do is I'm going to measure radius of 6 on my meter rule, 0 to 6, right? And I'll place it at this point. I'll cut here and I'll cut here. I'll come here also. I'll cut here. I'll place it here. I'll cut here. So where they intersect, I'll place my compass at that point. Then I'm going to draw the fillet I need. Place at that point, right? I'm going to draw the fillet I need. You can see that. Now I am going to close up here too. At this point here, I'll close it up. And we are told that from here to the center of the circle is 30, right? From this point here, which is this point here, the center of the circle is what? Is 30. So I'll measure the 30. This is the 30 here. So I'm going to draw my center line there, which is a long one, short, long, short, just like that. And the radius of the circle is 10 because diameter is what? 20. So I'll measure 10 on my meter rule, 0 to 10. And I'll place it here. I'll mark 10 up and 10 down. So that will represent the hidden line there. So I'll place it this one. All right, this, and this. And I'm going to do this, and this, right? And the next one we have is, I'll get the center of here. From here to here is 100, is 80. Since from here to here is 100, if you remove 20 from here to here, the remaining one is what? Is 80. So half of 80 is 40, right? So since the length from here to here, which is something the same from here to here is given as what? 40, right? So I'll measure 20 on my meter rule, right? And I'll place it at the center point. I'll mark 20 to the left and also 20 to the right. Is that taken? But the radius of this arc here is what? Is 6. So I will extend it by 6. So from here, I will extend it by 6. So this is what we need. This is 5, this is 6. This is another 5 here. This is 6. So that is that point my center line, my hidden line will be. So just from here, draw my hidden line. I'll come here also. I'll draw my hidden line. You can see that. So we have successfully drawn out this. So the next thing will be what? The plan. The plan is always on top. When the plan is on top, the elevation means we are drawing in third angle projection, right? So I am going to project all these points upward. Before then, we need the width. If this is the length of my elevation, the elevation deals with the length and the height, right? While the plan deals with what? Talk about the width, right? And also what? The length. So the question is, when I look at this particular figure from the top, what will I see? I'm going to see this shape here. You can see that, and that is the shape we're seeing here. If I look at it from the top, I'll be seeing this as a straight line, right? I'll be seeing this curve as a straight line. That's why I'm drawing a straight line here. Now, similarly, I'll be seeing this circle as hidden line because I cannot see it from the top. So I'm putting hidden line here. Then under this figure here, we have this that we cannot see from the top. So we're using hidden line to what? To represent it. You can see that. Then what else again we have here? So this is what we have. Start taking now. And the entire figure, you'll be seeing it as a straight line here from the beginning to the end. That's why I'm having my rectangle here this way. So what is the width here? It's giving us from here to here, which is given to be what? 60. So I'll measure the width, which is the height of the plan in our orthographic projection, to be what? 60. So this is my 60 I have here, right? So I'll just draw the line from here to this point, and I will now project this up to this point. Right, all these points I'm going to project them upward. All this, I'll project them upward. These two upward. These two upward. Right, and then these two are projected upward. I have my reason. Let me just take this up, but I'll come back to that. So let's see. I'll take in from here to here, as shown in the diagram. You can see, which I explained to you. I'll also take in from here to here, right? I'll take in from here to here, and I'll also take in from here to here. From here to, I'll take in from here to here, right? And the hidden line that we need, like I told you earlier, this hidden line, the distance is from here to here, which is given to the 28, right? So I'm going to get the center of 60, which is 30. So this is 0, right? And this is 0 to 30 here. That way the center will be. So I'll just use a faint line to represent it this way. You can see that. Now at that point, I'll measure 14 to both sides because of this is 28. So I'll measure 14 to both sides. So taking my 0 and 14 here, I'll place it here. I'll mark 14 to the left and also to the right here. So I'm going to use my instrument and I'll draw this short dash to show hidden features. Then I'll come here to do the same thing here too. Short dash to show hidden features. You can see that. Now the next one is the circle we have here. It has a radius of what? Of 20. So I'll just measure 10. So measuring 10 from here to here, I'll place it here. I'll mark 10 here and 10 here, and that will be hidden line. Also this way, and here also this way. Is that taken? And it remains this. So what we'll just simply do here, we know the radius of this is what? Is 6 because diameter is what? Is 12. So I'll just measure 6 on my meter rule. Look at what I want to do. I'll measure 6 on my meter rule from here to this point here is 6, right? And I'll place it at this point. I'll mark backward. Then I'll come to that same point, and I'm going to draw my semicircle. that again. I'm going to draw my semicircle. So I'll come here again, I'll do the same thing here. I'll mark here, I'll come backward, and I'll draw my semicircle. So I can easily join from here to here, and from here to here. You can see that. So what else again do we have? So this is what we have here. We've successfully reproduced the plan. Now the next thing is the end view. I told you the front elevation is the center of attraction. All other diagrams are connected to it. It's from the front elevation we generate all other diagrams. So what I'll do is the end elevation is either in front or behind the what? The front elevation. So meaning that I'm going to draw 45 degree here at this point from the center point, always close to my plan. And I'm going to project, first of all, draw my line here to show that whatever I draw will not pass this line here. So every other thing will be generated towards that point, right? This one too towards that point. This one too towards that point. This one too. So let me just bring that down first. So bringing it down, this will come down from here, and this will also come down from here. This will come down from here, and I can just stick in all this through, because the question is, when you look from this side, what will you see? I'm looking in from here, I won't see all the top here, I'll only be seeing it, what I'm seeing when I'm looking from here. I'll see this shape here I have, which is the shape here. I'll see this thickness here, which is this thickness here. Then I'll see this part here that is inclined. I'll see it here too. Then the circle here I'm going to see it too. Then this curve here, this is the curve here, right? Now the hidden line is telling me that this two figure here, I cannot see it when I'm looking from here. So I'm representing with what? Hidden line. Can you see that? So that's what we have here. So that's what I want to reproduce here. So I'm going to tick in from this point to this point. Question is why? Because this line, if I trace it, it's coming down here, and also here if I trace it, coming down here. So this is the thickness here, the same thickness here, and the same thickness here, right? Then the next thing is this also. I'll tick in here too, from here to here. Then here I'll use from here. Now what I'll do here is from here to here is free, and from here to here is free, right? So I'm going to clean off that. So I have that. So if I now bring it this way, right, it means that from here to here I'll tick in it, and from here to here I'll tick in it. Then I'll bring it down to this point, and I'll bring it down to this point, and I'll bring it down to this point, and I'll close it up. And now this is what I have. Then if I bring here this center line here, right, so this is a center line, long, short, long, short, long. Now look at a center line here too. If I trace it down from here downward, this is what I'll be having here. So where they meet here, long, long, short. So where they meet, right, with the same radius of the circle here, if I come here, I'll get the internal one, right? And the next one will be from here, and I'll just have this. But I'll use faint line first because it is tangential to the side there. Now see that? Then I can now tick in here now. Right? Then the hidden line, if I should, I can easily just take the measurement here or just project it. These 2 points here I have to touch here, and these two to touch here, and I'll bring it down. From here, I'll draw my hidden line, and from here, I'll draw my hidden line. So we have this, right? So I have successfully reproduced the orthographic projection in third angle projection of this given figure here. This is what you're asked to do. All these are just an explanation, right? So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget, if you also want to get in contact with the orthographic the isometric projection of this figure, you can click on this link at the right hand side of the screen here. You'll be able to watch this isometric projection of this figure here, right? So if you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.